All right, gang, welcome back to Hansens Speed Shop for hopefully the final uh, build part of this hot rod mini bike. So we just got a couple little things to finish up on this thing. Cat Slingshot mini bike. Built a hot rod 5-horse Briggs engine for it. And basically we're just getting it buttoned up. So what we have left to do is, if you remember in the last video, we had to get a new carburetor. So I got this new carburetor. It's just a cheapo $30 one. So hopefully it'll work out pretty good. It actually looks like it's pretty good quality. Bolted on and everything. So what we have left to do is I'm going to make a custom breather setup for this. And I'll show you that in a minute, what I have planned for that. We got to hook our throttle up. And then I got to finish mounting our seat. I just got it sitting on here. So just a handful of little things left to do. But each thing kind of takes a little bit of figuring. This was the old engine, the 2-horse. That actually is sold. So I'll show you what I got in store for our breather. So I wanted to kind of we don't have a lot of room on here. So this is actually just an adapter thing. So basically from the top of the carburetor to the top of the frame, as you can see, we don't have a ton of room. So our breather options are very limited. Basically, the only thing that would just kind of bolt on here and fit, I think, would be like a stock style one. But we also might even run into some clearance with our header strap here with one of those. And that's going to be super restrictive. And I just don't really care for the look on those either. So I went on eBay, I think for like, let me set the camera down for a second. So I think I found this for like 10 bucks. It's an old vintage trumpet exhaust tip from like the 70s. So my idea is to basically just kind of cut like this top part off. So it'll just be like from where my finger is up, and it'll kind of have like an old velocity stack look. But this is quite a bit bigger than our carburetor here. This was the smallest size that I could fit or find, and these would just mount with like a set screw. So I'm gonna find something that'll fit inside of the tip here that'll basically make the inside of this smaller, and then maybe put a piece of mesh over it or something, and then that'll fit over this, and then we'll put another, like drill a hole for a set screw, basically mount it the same way you would on an exhaust pipe. Then I think that'll look pretty cool. A little velocity stack. They do make velocity stacks for mini bikes, but they're too tall and they're pretty expensive. So we're gonna go this route, see what I can make work on that. Hopefully it should work out and look pretty cool. So basically that's what we have left to do. So I think we'll take another look at it once I start getting our velocity stack figured out. We gotta get our throttle hooked up. I don't know if this throttle cable is not very good. If I can make it work, we'll use it. Otherwise, I can get a new one for like $8. But trying to keep everything super low budget. Most of the stuff actually that I used on this mini bike was leftover parts from previous mini bikes. So trying to keep everything pretty low budget and use stuff that I had laying around. So we'll take another look at it, like I said, once we get the velocity stack figured out, and maybe any other low progress that I make. All right, guys, so here's what I got going on. So I took that exhaust tip and then just cut what I wanted off. And then I went to the hardware store and I found this PVC fitting that actually fit in here. And then the other end was actually just about the same size diameter as the carburetor. I just had to sand it a little bit to get it to fit. And then it fits on there really good, looks pretty awesome. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna paint this the white PVC part silver, just so it doesn't look so cheesy. And then I'll epoxy the two pieces together, and then I'll drill a hole through for a set screw, and then that will be done. And basically made the whole thing for around 20 bucks. I'm also got this roll of like mesh, so I'll put a little screen over the top just to keep bugs and junk out. We got our seat mounted. I got my new throttle cable in the mail. So we'll throw that on, because this one's just pretty crappy. So we're gonna throw a new one on, and then this thing basically will be ready for some gas and oil, and hopefully she'll fire up, and we'll go from there. Well guys, got the mini bike all done. As you can see, came out looking really sweet. We still got some little issues to work out. I was hoping to get it running today because it is kind of nice out, but I don't think that's going to happen because there's something going on inside the engine. I really don't know what it is, but it's basically only rolling over like maybe half a rotation, and then it's locking up. So it'll roll. I took the side cover off. It'll roll this way like a half a turn, and it'll roll this way a half a turn. So I don't know if there's some type of clearance issue that I didn't take into account, or something's going on. So that's going to be kind of basically tear a lot of stuff apart again, which I really don't have time for right now. And then I'm also still working on some way to mount this velocity stack. I was trying a set screw type deal, and it's just not working out. Got a new throttle cable on, that's working really good. But basically, we just got a couple issues to sort out. Probably do that next spring. But otherwise, the thing looks really cool. Really, it's a bummer that I wasn't able to get it fired up yet this year, take it for a ride. It just is what it is. Hopefully it's nothing major. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, let me know what you think. Go check out the channel. Otherwise, until next time guys, get out, work on your own projects, get those hands dirty and greasy, stay cool, and we'll catch you cats on the next one. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so I kind of did not like the way that I ended the video, so I just want to kind of go into a little bit more detail. So basically I was really bummed out because I was planning on trying to get the thing running the other day, and then that did not work out because we ran into some issues. I've been thinking about what it possibly could be. It's probably only one of three things. Number one, we don't have enough clearance for our valve to open all the way, and it might be hitting on the head because this head was milled down and running kind of a thin head gasket. I didn't really check for valve clearance, so that could be an issue. If it is, that would probably be the simplest thing to fix. All we have to do is pull the head off, run a little bit thicker head gasket, put the head back on, and we'd be good to go. The other two things that it could be, the timing gear that I put on might have come loose, and it's kind of jamming things up, which wouldn't be that big of a deal to fix. It's just going to take a little bit to tear everything apart to fix that. Then the third option that it could be, sometimes when you run a high lift cam, I know like in the Predator engines, if they might have a little bit of a clearance issue, I think with the connecting rod, but I remember rolling the engine over, and I don't remember seeing a problem with that, so I don't think that's what it is. But if it turns out to not be the valves, and we got to tear back into the engine, we'll check that out, because I'm thinking it's either one of those two things then. So that's basically probably what our issues are, is one of those three things. Not going to have time, like I said, to dig into that right now. it'll probably be next spring or next summer when I do dig into that. So I'm sorry, guys, we didn't get to finish this thing yet this year. The thing, it is bolted all together and it looks finished. It basically was finished, but we do have one mechanical issue to sort out yet. But just don't have time right now to deal with that. So that's basically going to do it this year for the Cat mini bike, but hopefully next year we'll get that sorted out, get the thing officially finished up. So until next time, guys, get out, work on your own projects, get those hands dirty and greasy, stay cool, and we'll catch you cats on the next one. Thanks for watching.